I'm going to add a maneuver, and then I'm going to focus on vessel rather than on Kerbin. And we can kind of see what's going on here. Okay, so perhaps what we want to do is we want to move it we're actually going slower than we want to, turns out. Oop. Okay, 1.9 kilometers, that's pretty darn close. I'm going to F5 this. It's going to be a difference of 278 meters per second, which is actually not much off from the last one. The difference is we're going to have a lot more pitch authority now that we don't have that extra weight on the back of our ship. And that ought to make this rendezvous a little bit easier, hopefully. Knock on wood, cross your fingers, and pray to the deity of your choosing. I personally choose God, but you choose whatever deity it is that you feel appropriate. Okay, so that's actually in 40 minutes, believe it or not. That's going to take 40 minutes to get there, and that's 4 hours. So I'm going to fast forward a little bit. I'm going to slow it down because even though we're 30 seconds out, I'm not going to blast at full speed, and I actually need to change my attitude anyway. Oh, one of the things I need to do is I need to readjust my thrust back up to 100%. That could have hurt things. And it's nice to know that Kerbal Engineer takes those things into account, though, if you notice. Once again, it's hard to say. Go to F5 and then warp to there. it's just not accurate enough to really give you an accurate thing here. So we're gonna have to eyeball this a little bit, and I can't see my target quite yet, so we're just gonna fast forward. I'm leaving my quick save to back here, so if we need to make adjustments we can. It's supposed to happen in 16 minutes. Now look, I only have so much Delta V left, so I need to be careful. Okay, burn time 23 seconds. So I want to wait until that is about at 30 seconds. 2. I'm not good at F5, so I want to F5. Leave my F5 back there in case I need to do something. Distance is still 22 kilometers. I'm going to start slowing it down. Walking it in. Hope that my Delta V keeps up. I'll go ahead and F5 this because we're definitely going to get it. That on in. Lolly is looking happy. Man, he's gonna have to explain to us where he got that nickname from, because that's got to be a nickname, Lolly. Maybe he's a lollygagger, or maybe he likes lollipops. I don't know. What do you guys think? Alright, we'll fast forward until we get this rendezvous. Okay, so we are approaching the capsule, and you can't get a much better rendezvous than that besides actually docking, which we will do soon enough. Okay, and we'll switch over. Hey, Moggy. All right. And what is Moggy? So she is also a scientist. All right, we have 318 meters per second. Let's see if that's enough to actually get back home. So we got both of them in a ship, but we got to get them back home. So we're going to go to Apoapsis. And we're going to burn retrograde. Our Apoapsis is about 60. Not 60 kilometers, but 60. Well, not 600 kilometers or 6,000 kilometers, but 60 kilometers. Okay, we're still doing alright. I think we just might make this. Alright. 60 kilometers. F5 that. 280 meters. So that gives us a little bit of margin, which we will easily burn at some point. Rescue. We did. Save complete. Did that. Now all I gotta do is get them back safely on the surface. Okay. So let's go ahead and adjust our attitude before we time warp. Yes, sir. You gotta have the right attitude, man. Poor attitude gets you in the wrong direction. Okay. So, now we'll time warp. 2 days worth of time warp. How are we doing on our supplies, by the way? So 19 days, 18 days, yeah, so we should be fine. Yeah, we should be fine. They'll get there in plenty of time before their supplies run out. Even if the sun just decided to disappear. Oops. A little bit fast. It's okay. It's much worse. axis. Periapsis is the axis. Forgive me with my improper pronunciation. F5. The reason I want to F5 here and not do it again is I want to make sure that 60 is the right. It might be that I should have put it at 655 or 50, and I don't want to just bounce out of atmosphere. I actually want to make it inside the atmosphere. I do have 45 meters per second delta V left, and I'll use that to slow down once I get there. It'll be negligible, but it'll be something. Okay. So we're gonna go back to target selection. That clears our target. We're gonna take rendezvous off. And I'm gonna just show engineer off. Don't need any of that at this point. Oh, we're bouncing back out of the atmosphere already. That's not good. No, that's not what I want to do. I want to do this. Okay, so that's why I did not change my save point. So that I can go back to when I was at the apoapsis and I can reduce it. I think I'm going to actually reduce it to 50. So let's burn a little bit more. And that was 1 meter per second burn. We'll call that a day. Okay. I'm not going to resave it because that might be too much. Hey guys, new me here. Yeah, that was not too much. In fact, it was too little. But I try and write it out this time to no avail. So we go around the planet a couple times, and then I say, you know what? We are going to F9 this yet one more time. So let's see what happens. Okay, here we go. That don't capture them, I don't know what will. You know, it captures, it's good enough to capture, but the problem this time is I get a little bit antsy and I kind of tilt too far, trying to slow down, being too antsy, and this happens. That's bad. I am going to try it one more time, but I'll be honest, it's getting really late. I'm getting pretty tired. I think I'm making mistakes. So I might have to, at the very least, pause this and finish recording this episode on another day. So, good night, you guys, and I'll see you in about 15 seconds or whatever. Hello, Christopher. I know this is actually middle of the episode, but it's a new day for me. I had to get some sleep. I couldn't do it anymore. I was just too tired. I was making some silly mistakes, and sometimes you just gotta call it a night. So we're gonna get back into this and try and save our 2 Kerbinauts. You know, show engineer, rendezvous, go back to selection, rendezvous, show engineer. I'm gonna F5 that so I don't have to keep on doing that every time I reload. Hopefully this will be the last time though. Okay, so we have a 60 kilometer per apsis height. So what I'm going to do, I only have 45 to go, but I'm gonna bring it down to 45. Oh no. I'm gonna try and bring it down to like straight up 30. Okay, and if that don't work, then we'll come back and we'll try it again. And I probably won't subvert you to having to see all of these, you know, all of these all at once or so horribly, but we'll see. Oh, what did I do? Accidentally hit my space bar. So we'll give it yet one more go. And that's one of the things about Kerbal Space Programming. You do have to have some patience because just like all science and all learning, it's an iterative process. And if at first you don't succeed, quick save at the right location, reload, and try again. Oh my god, this is... I don't want to have to try again. I've been doing this for too much. I've been doing it for 2 days now, right? I had to go to sleep. Oy. Okay, we're down to 2,700 meters per second, I should say. I think we're past the roughest part of this. Still getting up to like 90% on that command call. Okay, so we are definitely safe, and I'm just wagging my tail, so to speak. Just like you would on a swing set, you hit the key right at the right spot to get a resonance with the pendulum motion of the ship. Try and turn this back around to, and it's just aerodynamically more sound the other way, which might have been my issue. That might have been my issue. But in any case, we only used about half our ablator, which is fine, and we are now safe to parachutes. Maybe a bit early. I'm going to take my SAS off, but we'll take it anyway. That's going to slow it down even more. We're clearly going to land in the ocean, and that's the desert. And then on the other side of this ocean is our home continent, Africa. That's the name I just dubbed it. So, how we doing, guys? Doing pretty good? Yeah, look at that smile. She's not quite as happy as he is. Yay! No! Okay, so they're checking out things. What's going on? Let's do an IVA view. What do things look like? Doesn't look like much. Interesting. He's just so goofily happily. That makes me laugh. That's funny. Okay. So I'm gonna fast forward till we land in the ocean, guys, and I'll probably even until we recover and get back to the space center, and then we'll talk. See you then. Woo! All right. So we have successfully rescued these guys from orbit. We also accomplished our other missions. I think science data from space around Kerbin, do a spacewalk around Kerbin. We did those. Got plenty of funds back. And we got 2 new level 1 scientists added to our team. So, jolly good for us. Okay. That shows that we did indeed accomplish these contracts. Let's see, what do we got next? What is next? Fly by Duna. I will take that any day of the week. Explore Duna. I'll take that. Okay. Got a bunch of rescue missions here. I'm not going to do those. Science data from the surface of the moon and from the space around the moon. Well, check it out. We have a ship that happens to be on the surface of the moon. And watch, I'm even going to figure out a way to get that as well. Okay. Alright. What else? You can test some things. Flight above Kerbin at the launch site. That one's easy, but it's also not overly rewarding. We can't afford to go get another item in our science, and we're looking really good on our funds at this point because of our succeeded missions. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to end this episode because, well, it's only been a couple minutes for me. Today, we also have that whole part of the episode that was from yesterday. So I hope y'all enjoyed watching. Thanks, and I will talk to y'all later. Bye.